on, guys? Zach here, CR42 Hunting. Season just ended for us. We've got an opportunity to jump on another piece of property. It's kind of a blank slate, so we've kind of been thinking about other things that we could feed. You know, we've been feeding out of the gravity feeders some protein antler max. We've had corn in the spin cast. We've got water out there for them. Been throwing corn down on some pig poles in the gravity feeders and stuff. So where we're at, there's going to be some axis, whitetail, and then just your typical varmints. But I've been doing a lot of research, thinking about cottonseed, rice bran and stuff, and was looking around, and I only came across one rice bran feeder, and I think it held probably, I think it was like 200 pounds. It's electric timed. We're thinking about creating one out of one of these blue drums. I've got a buddy of mine that has one, and I'll throw the picture up. You guys can take a look at it, but I figured it'd be cool to see step by step what we're gonna do. My intention is, with this blue food grade drum, is I'm gonna cut the lid off of it, and then it's gonna be enclosed with I guess a metal lid that I'll put over it, and I'll probably put some eyelets with some bungees down to maybe a eyelet down here. That way, keep it on. That way, it doesn't get knocked off. You know, water, rain, whatever gets inside and causes it to cake up. Then down at the bottom, I'm probably going to cut probably 4 inches wide, maybe 3 inches. I'll get a little template and play with it just to see what's going to be a good flow. Because at the very bottom inside the drum, I'm going to put a funnel upside down. And the idea is, as you fill this with the rice bran, it's going to funnel down to those 4 openings. I'll put one on each side. And I know it's a soft drum. We don't want them hurting, I guess, their antlers or whatever, and they're in velvet and stuff. So we're trying to think about how to secure it. Some people don't secure it. It may just get knocked over and rolled over, lid comes off of it. But what I'm gonna do again is put some eyelets down at the very base of it, and probably get some 16-inch stakes with the hook shape on top, put that through the eyelet, pound them in the ground, and see how it works. I think they'll still be able to kind of bump it. And get some of the excess coming out of that holes until we can get back out there and fill it. So just stay tuned. I'll kind of show you the process and see what we're doing. And when I get done, camo paint it. And I got a low spot out here. Maybe I'll throw some sand out inside of it and fill up my yard, but just trying to get a visual effect of what it's going to do with the rice bran. So looking forward to doing this. Hope you guys like it. Alright, so I got the lid cut off of it, and it's kind of hard to see exactly the inside lining of the drum, so I went back and trimmed it a lot closer to the edge. So you can kind of see here, now it's removed. It's got a couple of spots. I'm going to take a file down and just kind of sand it. That way, as we're kind of working around or anything like that, we don't cut our hands up or anything like that. So go ahead and sand this down. All right, guys, got kind of dark last night. Coming this morning to kind of finish up, kind of show you what I've done already. I went ahead and marked my holes that I'm going to do it. It's going to be 4 inches wide, 3 inches high, and I did that around all 4 sides. I also marked where I want to put my eyelet so that I can run my stakes through. The idea is for that to go through that and the inside part of the funnel to help lock it in. And then I'm also going to use some, I guess, Gorilla Glue and some sealant to seal that on the inside too. But kind of go around, you can see where I've got it marked on all. I got 4 of them. And then something else that I did is I went ahead and marked my lid. I kind of lined up where I'm going to drill a hole kind of over where I'm going to put the stake. And I'll put one on each side. I have these. And again, I just kind of put this together this weekend just as a prototype. but I plan on using these, locking in the lid to the drum and a spring to put some tension on it. So I'll get the hole drilled on the lid once I'm finished drilling out the holes on the bottom of the barrel and I got the funnel secure. And then I can pull that spring down, get a good tension, and mark my drum somewhere down in here and drill a hole and put another eyelet there, and then that carabine lock it in place. So I did use the plastic funnel. Kind of show you guys this here on the inside. So on this plastic funnel, the bottom of the barrel kind of tapered on the inside, so it wouldn't sit all the way down. So I took a measurement of to the top of that opening with the funnel just sitting on the ground, and it was roughly about 9.5 inches. Well, sitting in the barrel, it was about 11 inches. So I marked it up 1.5 inches, and I trimmed 1.5 inches off the bottom of that funnel. So now it sits in there kind of flush. And just to kind of make sure that I line everything up when I put it back in, I labeled these, each of my slots 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they match the sides 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you can see that I marked just above the funnel on all of them, and then I'll cut those out. And the idea is that it will give the deer a little bit of room as it gets low where they can get inside. If I went a little lower to the funnel, I think it would have taken some of the room of them able to get inside of it. So, and then something I'm going to do with this funnel right here to close the lid. So when as I fill this, I went and got a bolt with some large washers. So the idea is just to do the top and the bottom of it, because it's got a flat surface on the inside, and just tighten it up and have a seal. I think that'll work better than me putting any kind of sealant or tape or anything over it. But we'll see. Again, guys, this is the prototype. I decided I wanted to do this like a day ago. So I went to my feed store, Home Depot and Lowe's, got some camo paint, everything kind of ready to go. And we'll see how this works. I got some center blocks. I got a bag of sand. Like I said, I got a low spot in my yard over there, and I'll set this up, fill it in, and we'll see how it comes out those spouts. And if it works, looks good, you know, I'll get on Amazon or whatever, and I'll start finding the best price of these. You know, I've got a few months before deer season and we get back on our lease, so we'll see how it goes. All right, got the cutouts finished. You can see how it rests the funnel rests just below the cutouts. Again, the idea of that was as the deer come in and it gets low and they want to hit this, they actually have enough room to get inside without that funnel being in the way. So far, so good. Now I'll drill the holes for the eyelets on the bottom that I'll run the stakes through to secure it. And once I got that in place, I'll put that bolt and washer on the funnel, and I'll secure the funnel in place in the drum, and I'll start working on securing the lid, and then we can test this thing out. All looks good, and then I'll go ahead and camo paint it. All right, guys, so I got the holes drilled on the lid, put the bolts in for the eyelets and on the drum, so you can kind of see the tension spring here. Help keep that lid on there, keep it from getting off the water inside of it. I got that on both sides. And then I went ahead and I caulked on the inside and sealed that funnel all the way around to the drum after I had Gorilla Glued it. It says it needs about 24 hours to cure. Hour it's paintable. I'm not painting inside of it, but I did want to put some sand in it and just, you know, see how it worked. About a couple bags of sand from Home Depot. Low spot in my yard over here I was going to put it in. But I got the eyelets down here. I'm going to run these stakes in the ground. They're 16-inch stakes, and secure it and hold it there so there's able to come over here and bump this drum. It'll have a little bit of play trying to knock some more out of there. And I went ahead and not only do I have it glued inside and I got it caulked and sealed, but I had these metal, I guess I used them on my tin roof that I built on the stand, and it's got a washer on there to seal it. So I went ahead and put one next to each one of those all the way around. Maybe I'm overdoing it, but again, this is the prototype. So, and then I'm gonna set it on the center blocks like this. So as it comes out, the idea is for a majority of it to sit it on here. So it's not gonna sit on the ground and with the condensate and moisture and build and cake up. So if it doesn't work, if I need to put it higher, I'll take these stakes out, put a center block on it, and keep rocking and rolling with it. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and camo paint this and let it dry while the inside of it's drying, and give it a good 24 hours, and I'll come back and do a test run with the bag of sand that I got. All right, here we go, moment of truth. Let's see if it works. See if this sand will funnel through and come out those openings. So this one bag wasn't enough to kind of fill it up to where it'd keep filling up, fill those ports, but you can see how it did come out. on all 4 of them. And if you look inside, you can see how it didn't quite fill up to the top of the funnel. I'm sorry, to the top of the cutouts. But concept will work. They'll come over here and they'll hit that and keep knocking it out. Well guys, hope you liked it. Can't wait to get this thing out there. Start getting some game camera pics and deer eating this rice bran we're fixing to put out. Leave us a comment down below. Let me know what you guys are doing out on y'all's leases. Let me know what you think might be able to make this better. Again, this is the prototype here, so looking to make probably several more if we want to start putting them in all of our pens. But appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you like it. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification button so you can see every time we get a video uploaded. And as always, we appreciate you guys. Zach, out.